Hi, it's Victor Lucas from the Electric Playground, and I am delighted to be speaking with Olga Kurylenko, who is one of the stars of the smash blockbuster Black Widow. Olga, it must feel pretty good to finally be able to talk to people about your character in this movie, who was a big surprise in Black Widow, huh?
I know, it's great. I don't have to keep it secret anymore. Finally, 2 years. We were hoping, normally it should have been 1 year, but obviously we have encountered unexpected obstacles with the pandemic. And yes, it's amazing to be able to speak about it. Even my mom only found out 2 days ago.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, you keep a very good secret. I guess that's part of the job, right? Whether you're in espionage or in these espionage movies.
Yes, I'm all of that in my real life as well. I'm kidding.
Well, talk to me a little bit about your character, Antonia Dreykov. Who is she, and why is she so important to the story of Black Widow?
Well, Antonia is the daughter of the villain, the big villain who operates the Red Room. The backstory is that she, as a child, she goes through a big accident. She goes through physical trauma, but also we realize that she's clearly probably abused by her father in an emotional way and a manipulative way. And he, in order to save her, he makes her a killing machine, and he makes her his tool, and makes her completely manipulates her and makes her a weapon of war. And what's interesting is that what we've seen is the facade of the Taskmaster, and it's a very skillful, useful machine, and who is killing and is cold-blooded. But underneath that armor, there's a woman who has been hurt and who's suffering. Because I think being stripped of your freedom in that way is quite a terrible thing to live through your whole life.
It's horrifying.
Yet it's done by the person who is closest to her. It's her own father, and that is 10 times more terrifying than if it's done to you by a stranger. So
Absolutely.
there's a lot to that character. A lot of pain and suffering. And it's good that we got a glimpse of it. There's not much to explore that in the film. There's not much time for it, but we do get a glimpse of it, and it's cool that we see that.
There's a tremendous amount of action in the movie, and I'm wondering if you had to, perform some of the stunt work and get into the sort of stunt reality of Taskmaster.
I would have loved to have done it all. I don't have all of the Taskmaster skills, unfortunately. I'd love to pretend that I do. I was, of course, thankfully, to the amazing stunt team, I was dubbed a lot. And what's interesting is that on action films, every actor has a stunt double. And I usually have a stunt double, but for Taskmaster, I had several stunt doubles.
An army,
That's how complicated the character is, and how all these amazing skills that the character has just can't even be done by one person, because one person can be specialized in all of that. And
totally.
There are different people that specialize in certain tasks that the Taskmaster does. And so lots of people were involved, including me. So that was, it's quite a tough one to pull off, and it's very complex character and physically as well. So yeah, but obviously, look, if I had the time to prepare for it for a long time, I would have loved to do as much as I can by myself. I love doing stunts, and I've always been a fan of martial arts. And my dream, it's so funny, my dream was, I was a child, I was a little girl, was to be a martial art, like champion, I wanted, and my mother didn't let me. Can you believe it? Isn't that funny that I ended up, my mother said no. You know why? She said, yeah, it's something that's really good. Like she said that's for the boys, and she
Oh,
said,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
she said, ballet is for girls. You're gonna do ballet, and guess what? I grew up, and I'm doing what I want. And,
Well,
but yeah,
Black Widow sure
mom
flies
just
in the
didn't
face
know
of
back
that,
then.
doesn't it?
Yeah, back then they didn't know any better, and it's so funny. She was so like afraid, but this was my dream. So I already had the tendency. Like I said, Mom, I want to fight. She said, you? So what do you mean you're gonna fight? You have to dance. Well, I'm now doing it, so it's great.
Awesome. Well, Olga, I've been a fan since Quantum of Solace, and it's a real treat to speak with you. And congratulations again on Black Widow.
Thank you.